All right, so what we're seeing right here is a few saws. I had just bought the Stihl MS291 from the dealership, and I am super excited. You can still see the price tag on it. I'm not big on buying brand new stuff, but man, I've wanted the white and orange my whole life. I've been using that MS391 with a 25-inch bar. That saw is awesome. It's a powerhouse. I do have a 19-inch bar for that saw too, but you know, it's kind of heavy. I love the power, but it's heavy. And I had a Pull & Pro 42cc that I was just using for limit and stuff, and I decided I'm just going to retire that saw. When I was at the dealer, I was asking the guy a few questions because, you know, they're supposed to know more than you do. And I said, I want this MS291. Can I get it with a 16-inch bar? And the guy said, hey, you know, it comes with a 20. Why would you want it with a 16? Why don't you get a 14 if you're being silly or whatever? And I was like, look, bud, I want to use this saw for limbing and, you know, for anything that I can get at with that 16-inch bar. I want this thing to run and run hard, and I don't want it to bog. I want to work with this thing. And let me tell you right now, this video, I mean, it's not long, but you're going to see a lot of stuff that I've done with this saw. You'll see some bigger pieces of wood, and I probably went after that with the MS391. But this saw, if I was Roy Roger, this thing is Trigger, if you know what I'm saying. This thing is my buddy. I love this saw. I've used this saw to do so much work on this off-grid property that I've got. And you can see some of it here. We're kind of panning around. You can get a good look at like some of the views we got from this particular spot here. I'll probably throw in a couple of like aerials to where you can see like what this property looks like, so you can get a better feel for once we get a little further into the video. But yeah, I mean, look at this. This is a whole big mess of wood. I'm doing a lot of land clearing, and I'm getting ready to do excavation on this portion of the property. I'm going to throw up those images now. Alright, so this spot that you see here in the light green, that's where we're at, and the dark green, we're going to be back there later on. But, you know, I just picked up this track loader. This was the first piece of equipment I ever owned, and let me tell you right now, that thing will let your imagination run wild. I'm pushing all these trees over, and if you know what I'm talking about, you got to limb all these bad boys and skid them around and, you know, cut them up, do whatever you're doing with them. And this MS291 and I, we're getting it done. And like I said, you know, it's like, if you're, I'm not like a sawyer or anything like that, and I know that this is probably more saw than you would want to be, like, you know, limbing and stuff like that. But I want a saw that I can just grab and do whatever with. I'm not saying I'm Paul Bunyan or anything, but I'm a strong guy. This saw will fatigue me on a really long day. Sometimes I wish that it was a little bit lighter, but I just really love the way it runs. So you can see, you know, we've done a lot of land clearing up here now. It's just a tremendous amount of limbing trees and you know, skidding trees and all this stuff. And now we're making a road through the woods to get into the larger dark green area that I showed you. And I'll tell you what, man, I was chomping at the bit to get back here. This area is 45 acres, and it's like having something cool that you can't see or show anybody. I just wanted to be able to get this road to get back to where I kind of wanted to build a house. But in the meantime, you know, I can ride my tractor back there, take the dogs for a walk back there. And this MS291, I mean, it's been by my side this whole time. And you know what? At this point, I'm going to say it, you know, it's been the better part of 3 years. And I've done a lot of serious work out here by myself, you know, with this saw. and I just really love it. It's it's like a cowboy's pistol or something. But yeah, so you can see that's a pretty good sized tree there. I'm gonna able to do whatever I gotta do with that, and then it happens. I ran this sucker over with a track loader, and I'm telling you right now, it broke my heart. I totaled that saw. You couldn't fix it, so I bought one with a bad top end, and I took this saw and with the little bit that was left of that saw, and you know what I did? I brought her back to life. There she is. Might be a little on the Frankenstein side, but it's all factory parts, and we're back at it again. Now I got some videos on this road, but this is after I rebuilt the saw, and we put probably another 1/8 mile of road in, and I'm cutting everything in sight. Like, you see how thick it is out here. We're in East Tennessee, and it's kind of like a jungle. But if you're looking to get an MS291, you're thinking about it, buy one. I love this saw, and I've ran this saw a lot and hard. What a great tool.